Nancy. I'm back to do another part two, not another part two, a part two of the things that I brought home from the 50-mile yard sale, not the 50-yard mile sale. This is the first half of the textiles that I have. These ones I washed, tea dyed, and starched and ironed this afternoon. So this looks like strips of lace that have been stitched together. So you can see there's a great big jumble of raw edge there. So I will take this apart and use the, look, they even fussy cut it so the the flowers would be centered and there would be like a wreath in the center. That's so good. Very excellent work. And then matched up the edges so there'd be two flowers side by side. So very nice. Very, very pretty. Dainty. This is some sort of a scarf, I think. And again, this is all got hand stitches. Like the hem's been rolled and then stitched down. But it's this beautiful, it's thin as a thread. And it's quite a large size, so, you know, probably 30 inches square. And yeah, so I chose to tea dye some of these things either because they were stained or just off color in some way, or I would prefer to use them in this sort of ecru beigey taupey tone. I think this is some kind of a table runner, and again it's strips of lace that have been stitched together and then mitered at the edge. This one is long. It's probably 70 inches. Oh, maybe not that long. A good 60 inches long though. And I think that's the wrong side. No, this is the right side. And it's just pretty. So I'm going to have to take some time and pull those stitches out so that I have nice long strips of antique lace. I actually got two of these. One is this long one and the other one is shorter. Oh, this poor old napkin. It had some staining on it. I don't particularly like that embroidery, but I thought I'd see what would happen. This napkin turned out nice. This handkerchief has an embroidered P in the corner. Here's another one of those napkins. This one is another handkerchief, and I'm trying to decide, is this floral or is this like starfish and reeds and little plants? But all four corners have that sort of treatment. This, I think these would have gone on the arms of a chair. Trying to think of the word. Like an easy chair, you know. So it has this filet crochet flower pattern. So there's a matching pair of those. This one, I think this one would have been like for the back of a chair. So it has this rose and this crisscross pattern. So what did the antimacassar? So it would have been on the back of your chair, so men's hair oil wouldn't soak into your upholstery. This is a piece of Battenberg. This was a cushion, and I just took it apart, and I'm happy with how that turned out. Sometimes the newer Battenberg stuff is really difficult to press, but this one seemed to go okay. So I think maybe it has a little age. Here's a piece of trim, like a ribbon would have been woven through those holes. Some more hand crocheted lace. Got 2 pieces of those. It's very fine. I like this a lot. Sometimes this hand crocheted lace can be quite thick, just depending on the weight of the thread that's used. This was an edge of a pillow, and it has that rickrack in it. And you see how it's been crocheted into the edges of the rickrack. And some more trim. This next piece, I'm not sure what it would have been used for. Well, it is cut, so maybe it was from an edge of a tablecloth, or I don't know. So here's that smaller runner that I talked about. So this one's only 40 inches long instead of 60. This one's got some cut work and embroidery. Not sure how I can use this in a journal yet. We'll see. These I don't have any idea what they are. So they're 2 pieces. They're 15 inches, 16 inches long. They've got this delicate little lace here on the edge. Again, a hand stitched rolled hem. I have no idea what these would be for, but there's 2 of them. Then I have this one, which is similar to this. Like I thought, oh, maybe this was a strap cut off or something, but it's turned and stitched as well. And I don't know. So it's got this delicate little lace on the edge here, and it has this little tape that's been basted on here. with a number 209.116.2a. I have no idea. If you have any idea, let me know. So whether there's another missing piece, who knows? Here's this poor old doily. Lace is pretty. These might be like the shoulders of a nightgown or something. I don't know. So it has sort of this reed, sort of a cattail sort of a thing, and then like a iris and some more reeds. So I've got two pieces of that. But the flowers go this way. So that's what makes me think. I have no idea. Made me think shoulders of a nightgown or something. There's two of these. Very the stitch work isn't terribly sophisticated. This is all hand turned, and the embroidery is when you're doing cross stitches, your top stitch should all go in the same direction, and this one's just sort of stab and any which way it wants to go. So not a terribly experienced embroiderer. Anyway, got two of those. This is pretty. So there's two that are like this. So it has sort of these heart shapes. These are machine made. These aren't hand embroidered. There, I got it the right side up now. So there's two of those, and then there's this wider one. So I think that's pretty. Oh, these are probably placemats, I think. And I think I've got 5 or 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got 6 of these. And this is a small table cover. And it's machine stitched, but it's coming apart, which is fine. And oh, those are hand stitches in there. So I want to remove this lace edge. It's not in great condition. You can see it's all tattered and torn, but it can be used in small pieces, and it is very heavily embroidered overall with this sort of chain stitch embroidery. So that would be fun to cut into small pieces too. So this is the stuff that I've tea dyed. I will have to come back and show you the undyed stuff, but I haven't ironed it yet. So stay tuned. No, I'm just gonna pause. How many minutes have I been here? I think it says 14. Okay, so I'm just going to pause, and I'll come back, and I will have everything beautiful and pressed. All right, so we're back with the next bunch of textiles. So I got a couple of embroidered pieces. I think this one is so cute. I haven't pressed this one yet because it was clean. It didn't need to be washed. And this one's cute too. I like the aqua center on the flowers. It's different. This one has got these two geometrics on either end. I'm gonna hang on to this for a bit, but I don't know that I'll actually use it. This is actually 3, I'm guessing, placemats, and they have this cute pink cut work on each corner. So I think those are the parts that I will use, is this pink cut work. There was this sugar bag, and it says Hershey Corporation on it. Made at Central Hershey, Cuba. So it says Hershey in several places. So I thought maybe I could make some pockets or something for my chocolate journals that are never ever going to get done. I'm not sure what this was. It was just in with a box of stuff, but I thought it was interesting. Maybe this would be good for like an Asian inspired journal. It's just glued together. Wild. But this gold fabric is nice too. I don't like this trim particularly. Well, it's got a couple stitches in it, but not very many. It's mostly glue. Oh, and this one, look at that. Look at those pansies. They're so cute, and they have them on both ends. I'll probably make some pockets or something out of that. And then the stuff I actually did press. So this is knit lace. This is the bodice, probably of a nightie, probably a little girl, because it's very small. So this would have been, you know, the closure, the bodice of a nightie or a chemise maybe. This is also the top of a chemise or nightie. And this one I really like because it has these baskets of flowers and this extra detail of little gold centers on those flowers. And then little flowers up the edges. Oh, goodness. Do I sound fatigued? I've been doing some intense work at the homeless encampment, and I've spent the last 2 days, full days there, and I'm exhausted. Well, this was just a little scrap. This is also some knit lace, and it has some little holes there that I could run a ribbon through. There's quite a bit there. And it's a nice ivory color. This, I've never seen anything quite like this. It's some kind of trim, I guess. It has these little rectangles with little picot edges. I don't know. I'll hang on to it for a bit and see what happens. Here's some vintage lace. Again, a really nice ivory color. Nice size. Some doilies with a crocheted edge. Well, that's the back of it. Here's the front of it. So I can just cut the fabric away and use the doily, the crocheted part. Same with this one. I have two of these matchy-matchy ones that have a little bit of embroidery and a crocheted edge. This one is interesting. So it has these fabric, I don't know, stars, I guess. And then they're crocheted around, and then they're joined up together to make this rectangular thing. Little piece of lace. I imagine this would be an inset somewhere on a blouse or something, maybe. Isn't that beautiful? A couple real beauties here. Where's the edge? Isn't that beautiful? It's got some stains on it, but that's okay. Gives it some character. Here's another piece of this. I believe this maybe was a cuff or something because it was stitched together. I haven't taken, there's some threads in here. And it was just hand stitched together. I don't know why I went to all that work. I just wanted to demonstrate that it was a seam. And it has this pretty lace on the edge. And another little chunk of that. This one is fun. This one almost looks like sunflowers to me. Beautiful, beautiful, fine, delicate. Some more hand crochet. I think I've got 3 pieces of that. And they're all different sizes, I think. This one is a filet crochet. It has one of those sunbonnet babies on it. Somebody's tried to repair it, but it's pretty chewed up there at the top. But it's so cute. She's watering her flowers. I'm gonna see what I can do to resurrect that. Some handkerchiefs. This one has a nice wide net edge to it. This one has a little applique on there. I don't know what I can use this for, but I'll hang on to it for a bit in case something comes to mind. This one has cut work on the edges, so I might be able to remove just the applique flower bits and use it somewhere. I've got 3 of these napkins that have this beautiful drawn thread and embroidery. Overall staining, but the edge that has the decorative bit is in good shape. Another handkerchief. This one has a little basket on it. This one just has some delicate little rosebuds in the corners. These ones I haven't ironed because I think I'm only going to use the crochet trim on this, so I have to take it apart first. This one, I don't think I'm going to keep. It's a machine-made trim, and it's not really attractive, so I don't think I'm going to keep that. I think I'll put that in the thrift store box. I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. This is some kind of a sunbonnet, so maybe somebody would have worn this working in the garden. It's old. And the hand stitching is exquisite. All the hem and everything is all done by hand. You can't see a stitch. I've washed it. The stains are there to love. I particularly like this fabric that sort of looks like almost like a plaid. So I am going to take this apart so that I can use this part of it, but I wanted to show it to you while it was still in fighting form, while it was still a bonnet. This I think I'm gonna toss. These little inset applique bits, they don't do anything for me. So maybe I'll put it in the thrift box. Maybe somebody can use it for something. I don't know. It's not for me. I got a little fabric. I picked out some fabrics that had roses on them. These are just scraps. Look at these pretty little rosebuds. A little delicate blue pattern. Some more roses. This one is just roses and daisies and some morning glories. Just a little piece, little chunk. These two are reproduction, like Depression era fabrics. So I got a big chunk of this one. That's probably a good half a yard there. And this one, it's called Homefront. So this represents a reproduction of a fabric that would have been seen during, World War II era. And there's probably a yard there, I betcha. So I didn't pay very much for these fabrics at all. I got them all from the same lady. So that's my textile haul. I hope you thought that was interesting, and I'm sorry it took 2 goes to get it done, but that's the way my ironing goes sometimes. You take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.